Coming up, the Georgia Senate race is neck and neck.
And there is a big change in the United States unemployment population.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Tamara Tate.
And I'm Tishelle Williams. The Georgia Senate race between Republican David Perdue and Democrat Michelle Nunn is one of the most tightly contested elections in the country. Opinion polls show that the growing Latino population will be the deciding factors in who succeeds retiring Senator Saxby Chambliss come by the new term. With over 9% of Georgia residents identifying as Hispanic or Latinos, this demographic could be a major game changer in this election. Political experts say this is a microcosm of what is happening throughout the country. Ultimately, Latino voters are becoming more important in elections across the country as their populations increase in size. Currently, Perdue leads Nunn by 3 points, but if left untargeted, the Latino vote could sway the votes.
There is a big change in the United States unemployment population. The Washington Post reports that the percentage of people applying and seeking unemployment aid has decreased to the lowest number in 14 years. A statement from the Labor Department claims applications for aid dropped by 23,000 to 264,000. That may mean more people are joining the workforce, and economic analysts say this is good news.
On Friday, emergency personnel responded to a 911 call for an accident involving two vehicles around 4 in the afternoon. Officials responded to the 300 block of East Hill Avenue in front of Church's Chicken. After interviewing witnesses, law enforcement officials were informed that a Ford F-150 made a turn into the path of an oncoming Jeep Grand Cherokee. 3 injuries were reported, but unfortunately, none of these were considered life-threatening.
A couple of wrecks Friday on Interstate 75 in Cook County resulted in traffic slowdowns and many injuries, including a child who was taken by helicopter to a hospital in Tallahassee. The first wreck occurred at 2:55 in the morning, said Georgia State Patrol Corporal Peter Lucas. A Southeastern Freight Lines commercial vehicle with double trailers was being driven by Eric B. Shingles, age 44, of McDonough. He was traveling north in the outside lane just south of exit 49 at Kenner Bridge Road. Shingles said a vehicle cut him off, which is being investigated, said Lucas. The vehicle went off the right shoulder, and reports say the truck driver overcorrected back to the left and lost control.
The city of Valdosta is welcoming Valdosta State alumni returning for the 2014 homecoming. The city will be participating in the VSU Homecoming Parade this Saturday, set for kickoff at 11 a.m. This will be before the homecoming football game at 3 p.m. The city is urging motorists to be careful driving in the area and to make sure that you allow extra time for traveling during the busy weekend.
City of Valdosta is planning to replace all of its street lights to energy-saving LEDs. I was able to get this story in an interview with the city manager. Valdosta might be the first city in South Georgia to change all street lights to LEDs. The city of Valdosta was the only one out of 4 in the state of Georgia selected through the pilot program with Georgia Power. In collaboration with the Georgia Power, over the next 4 years, the state of Georgia is planning on changing street lights to LED lighting. LED lighting is more efficient, and it also provides more light and pattern of coverage. In one of the usual scheduled city council meetings this past Thursday, city manager Larry Hansen announced that the city of Valdosta will convert all of its streetlights to LED lighting in the near future.
We're pleased about that for several reasons. One, the lighting is obviously more efficient, it's more environmentally friendly, it has a better, higher quality of lighting. Obviously the bulbs have a much longer life expectancy, around 15 years, so that will save on replacement costs. Therefore it improves safety and for people, whether they're riding, walking, driving, whatever the case may be, street lighting in neighborhoods, so it's a safety improvement as well as a quality of life improvement.
Why convert to LED lighting? Well, there will be lower operating costs from the energy usage as well as low energy consumption. Drivers can also experience a reduced glare while on the roadway. It reduces the amount of light directed to the driver's eyes. For News Valdosta, I'm Tamara Tate.
When we come back, the state of Georgia is determined to shine a spotlight on its diverse agricultural riches.
And we will talk about how South Georgia is preparing for Ebola. Stay with us.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step."
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. "What's up, bro? Nice shirt." Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. The state of Georgia is determined to shine a spotlight on its diverse agricultural riches. The riches in South Georgia countryside include cotton, peanuts, and other flourishing crops. Recently, Governor Nathan Deal proclaimed the month of October as Agritourism Month. Agritourism refers to an experience that combines two of Georgia's most lucrative industries, agriculture and tourism. Pumpkin patches, corn mazes, and October is a perfect time to learn a little more about agriculture. The Georgia Department of Agriculture's Georgia Grown program has created a tool on their website to help find local agritourism locators in your area, such as raising cane here in Valdosta. For more information, you can go to georgiagrown.com.
The nationwide scare surrounding the Ebola virus will lead to more and thorough local hospital protocols, according to the Regional Health Director, Dr. William Groh. Groh was the South District Health Director for the Georgia Department of Public Health, who sat in on a meeting this week at South Georgia Medical Center regarding its protocols for handling the Ebola virus. Groh said that if any good comes from the Ebola situation, it will be standardization of protocol nationally.
A recent report by the Georgia Hospital Association shows that South Georgia Medical Center and the SGMC Smith Northview campus generated more than $701 million in revenue. SGMC CEO Randy Sauls says that the report shows that SGMC has an enormous positive impact on the local community, despite times of economic downturn. Administrators say the hospital will continue to face an array of economic challenges as cuts in Medicare and Medicaid continue and the population of uninsured citizens increases.
Higher unemployment rates, physician shortages, and Medicaid cuts have all contributed to the closing or downsizing of some rural hospitals in Georgia. 8 of these hospitals have closed or downsized, while another 15 are close behind. CEO of Hometown Health, Jimmy Lewis, says that compared with other states, Georgia is at the bottom of the bucket. The state has the 3rd highest uninsured rate and the 6th highest poverty rate. According to Lewis, some county governments are now having to make a decision of whether they want to pick up the garbage or have a hospital.
Valdosta State University attorney Laverne Lewis Gaskins has been elected chair of the State Bar Association's investigative panel. The panel investigates alleged violations of the Georgia Rules of Professional Conduct by those authorized to practice law in the state. Gaskins also serves as another board, the Board of Governors. Members of the board are policy-making authorities for the State Bar. Those members represent the judicial circuits of Georgia.
For those who are looking for something to do this weekend, consider this weekend's environmental cleanup. Here's my story. There are many ways in which you can give back to the community, but one way in particular is teaming up and volunteering with the Keep Lounge Valdosta Beautiful organization. There are several events coming up for KLVB, but their main focus is on the Make a Difference Day that is scheduled for Saturday. Their last event, Rivers Alive, was a great success, reaching 185 volunteers that picked up 3,117 pounds of trash, litter, and debris. So far, 60 people have signed up.
We're going to be doing one kind of a gateway style cleanup. We're beginning a new kind of a gateway initiative where we're trying to clean up and spruce up, a lot of the gateways into the city and county. And we're wanting our county location of the Make a Difference Day event to kind of be a kickoff for that initiative. We're going to be doing a litter pickup along one of the major gateways into the area. And for our city site, what we're going to be doing is doing some roadside litter pickup in a particular neighborhood, and we're also going to be cleaning a wetland that is in that neighborhood that has a good bit of litter in it. So we're going to try to clean up that wetland in that neighborhood there.
KLVB's next event is set to be held Saturday, October 24th, and they're still looking for volunteers to sign up. To volunteer, just call the Keep Allowance Valdosta Beautiful's office to determine which site you'll be located. For News Valdosta, I'm Tushelle Williams.
When we come back, we'll take a look at our local weather with Jennifer Dandrin.
So don't go away.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at weather with Jennifer Dandrin. Jennifer, what's the forecast?
Thanks, ladies. This weekend's cool autumn weather was just a taste for what you should expect this week. The high for today is a warm 81 degrees. The humidity is at 62% for the day. It'll be mostly sunny with a few scattered clouds. Tonight, expect the temperatures to dip to around 63 degrees with the humidity being 96%. The sky will be mostly cloudy, so while stargazing may be out of the picture, this is the perfect weather to curl up and watch your favorite Halloween movie. The weather for tomorrow is consistent with what we'll be seeing today. The high is expected to be 82 degrees with a low of 55. There is a 0% chance of rain, so leave those umbrellas at home. Expect clear and sunny skies all day tomorrow and tomorrow night, so get out your telescope. Galileo only wishes he had nights like these. The UV index for today is a 5, which ranks a medium on the 12-point scale. UV indexes at this level will likely cause symptoms such as redness to exposed areas for those who suffer from sensitive skin. Here's some good news for you allergy sufferers. The pollen count for today comes in at a low 2.1, with the predominant pollen being ragweed. That's all I have for your weather forecast today. Let's take it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jennifer. When we come back, we'll take a look at local sports with Anthony Harris, so stay with us.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED! Hey. Keep it down, brother. Thanks.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
there are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back.
Now let's check in with Anthony Harris for our local sports. Anthony?
Thanks, Michelle. The Valwood Valiants took on the Terrell Academy Eagles in Dawson on Friday night. The Eagles had their senior night and were expected to come onto the field playing hard and fast, which is exactly what happened. However, the Valiants never gave up and played harder than the Eagles in order to obtain a score of 43-21 and come away with a great win. On Friday night, the Lowndes High School Vikings prepared themselves to take on the Lee County Trojans. Unfortunately, the Vikings were unable to come out on top as the Trojans won 42-30. The Lowndes High Vikings expected the Lee County Trojans best and got exactly what expected. Lowndes High was the only team to be defeated this weekend as the Valdosta High School Wildcats lost to the Colquitt County Packers. The Wildcats attempted to hang with the Packers for as long as they could, but after 2.5 quarters, the Wildcats began to trail more and more. Even though the Wildcats were defeated, they still managed to put forth effort and remain number 3 in their division. The Valdosta State University Lady Blazers soccer team picked up its second straight win over the Union Bulldogs Saturday. The Blazers came away with a victory of 2-0 at the VSU Soccer Complex. The Blazers took advantage of their excellent possession time by taking 7 shots in the first half and 15 in the second half, while only allowing their opponents to take 1 shot on goal. The Valdosta State volleyball team fell 0-3 to Florida Southern, who is ranked 25th on Saturday in the South Region crossover in Lakeland, Florida. The loss wasn't until after the Blazers won 3-1 against St. Leo on day 2 of the tournament. The tournament left the Blazers volleyball team with an overall 14-6 for the season. The Blazers' next tournament is the Gulf South Conference contest against the West Florida Argonauts on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. at the PE Complex. That's all I have for now. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thanks, Anthony. When we come back, a VSU alumnus brings a special show to the city for homecoming.
And learn how you can reserve your tickets for the Voca People. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Valdosta State University.
Quality academics.
Caring faculty mentors.
A beautiful campus.
Opportunities for involvement, leadership, and service.
Championship athletics, spirit and pride.
Discover your opportunities.
Valdosta State University. I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose.
I chose
Division II.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Are you ready to step it up? If you are, this is your weekend for it. Valdosta State University graduate Nick Nelson will be hosting this year's Homecoming Step Show alongside the star of MTV's hit show Run's House, Angela Simmons. The Homecoming Step Show will be presented by the Alpha Phi Alpha in the PE Complex on Saturday, shortly after 7 p.m.
Voca People is a presentation by professionally produced and national touring show. Voca People will be held in Turner Center's 2014-2015 presenter series. The show has lots of energy and family fun. The Talent is a group that makes music by using only their voices. Tickets may be reserved online. The performance is set for next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. in the Mathis City Auditorium.
That's it for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Tamara Tate.
I'm Tishelle Williams. We'll see you again tomorrow.